Okay. See if we get any action, man. Let me see if this is better. No, that makes it. I gotta get this lighting right, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's more clear. Yeah, kind of. Okay. Mohai salute. Mohai salute. Dang. So I apologize for earlier. We were having a good discussion, and my phone got too hot because I was in the car and it automatically just shut off. So that live got interrupted by the temperature of my phone. We were having a good discussion about the Broncos, and shout out to everybody that was tuning into that. We will talk about that at a later time. Let's get the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about, right? What's good with it, Valdez? What's good with you, fam? Mall high salute. Mall high salute. Hope everybody's blessed on this beautiful Saturday. I already went to the gym and got some money. And we are, my grandpa is actually passing away. So we're going to go do a fundraiser for him in the park. But he's lived a long life, man. He's you know what I'm saying, 90 years old, and all the grandkids are getting together to do a fundraiser for him today. So Grandpa John, man, dedicated his life, and that dude's a real G. And he's from the West Side. He's from the West Side of Denver. But so let's talk about what this live stream is going to be about. Now there's two things I want to talk about, right? I was going through TikTok and I was going through a video on YouTube. There's this video going viral of some young dude got caught slipping in California in a neighborhood he shouldn't have been in, right? He was in the ops neighborhood and they spotted this fool. Well, they started serving this dude and wrecking this fool. I'm talking about packing him out, kicking him, stomping him. I think they knocked him out like 3 times and revived him, and then they were just kicking him. Like, this is a type of beatdown that somebody can actually die from. And in the mix, you had 7, 8 females that was also doing the activities. They were kicking him, you know what I'm saying? A part of the mix, female gangbangers fully activated, and they were kicking this young man. And it was just it was a crazy look because in that culture, that's just normal, right? Female gangbangers, the homegirls, as we call them, you know what I'm saying? A part of all the activities. I even had, females from my neighborhood that was a part of all the activities. So the question is, bro, do them females that are in gang politics, that are fully active with the dudes, do they get the treatment as a normal woman when they say never put your hands on a female, right? That's what they say in this life. That's what a lot of people say. A female should never get her hands put on her, right? Now let me ask you a question to the people that are watching. Does that in this society, as we're talking about 2024, when everybody's trying to play this equivalent, equal rights, women trying to be dudes trying to be females, you got people, interacting with sports, you got men going into female sports, straight deteriorating the females and breaking females' jaws, and then you got female boxers calling out real life men boxers in 2024. With the gang aspect, is it on equal rights? Now, the reason why I bring this up 100%, I had a video and some individual came on my video and they were talking about a certain neighborhood, and he started talking about, yeah, that neighborhood right there is female beaters. They used to smash on females from other hoods. So let me ask you a question to the people. Let me see. I seen how the girls that gangbang, but they snitching, they get the pass supposedly. Let me ask you a question, man. If you had like a cousin, right? and he got caught slipping. If he's not even from the neighborhood, but he's in enemy's neighborhood, and pretty much the opposition sees him, and they run up and they start demolishing your cousin, and females are involved. Do you have that same feeling? I mean, they're kicking your cousin in the head, kicking him in the face. They're all a part of the activities that the men are doing in these gangs, right? Do they get the same treatment? Is there a line when it comes to female gangbangers, or do they deserve to get the domino effect of what the male gangbangers get? So this is my thing is, bro, if you're gangbanging as a female and you're out there and you're putting in work and you're gangbanging, you're disrespecting and you're out there trooping with the males, you can't expect not to have that domino effect. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, females, they're the ones, there's some females out there putting in work, killing fools. Females are out there shooting fools, setting fools up. They're out there they're setting up the fools to jack. They're out there in the physical aspect. So I don't have no pity when a female gangbanger, especially when she's so down with this gang, gets the domino effect of what gangbangers get. You shouldn't be a part of that life, homegirl. So to the fools that came on my channel talking about, oh yeah, my homegirl's from this neighborhood and she got the wrath of these fools, you shouldn't have been in that predicament. You don't get treatments. You don't get, because you're a female gangbanger, that all gets eliminated. That's my opinion. When you're a female gangbanger, that all gets eliminated. You want to play men games? You want to play them big boy games? You get treated like a man. You're not a woman no more. Women, real queens, the ones that hold themselves to the queen status, yeah, you should never put your hands on a woman. But a gangbanger female-wise, you're not a woman to me. You're one of them ratchets. You're one of them hoodies from the hood. That's all you live up to. And I don't honestly care how people feel about it. If you're playing big boy games and you're out there trooping like a dude, you're gonna get treated like a dude. That's just the reality. You don't get that equal equivalent of being a regular woman. We men, we need to protect women. We need to actually protect. That's what we're called here to do, is protect real queens and women. But gangbanger females are not in that category, because them females, they're going to be the first to actually kill you. They'll be the first when the homies, their homies are riding and they're putting in work, they're jumping your ass and you're getting packed out. You best believe them females are going to be the ones actually kicking you also. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where the aspect, you can't cry about that. If you're a female gangbanger and you get beat up by a dude from the opposite neighborhood, you're just a member of that hood. You don't get that right to say, I'm a female now. That's why I say it like this, bro. And I see it in a lot of, oh, what's up with it, man? What up, NFZ? What's good with it? Hell nah, they get stretched too. I had a female homegirl who would put you 6 feet under with a second. No second thought. And that's why I'm saying is, like, when I hear these things about, oh, you know, she's a female, why is she out there acting like a dude? You play like a dude, what do you expect is going to happen? You play with fire, you're going to get burned, homie. That's the bottom line. And a female shouldn't even, like, that's the most unattractive thing as a female, to try to be a gangbanger, homie. You're supposed to be out here. You're the creator of life. You're supposed to be the nurturer in society. And you want to come out here tatted down like men. You want to act like you're fucking super riders and you out here doing the most. And then when it's time to get active, if somebody really puts you in that active aspect, then now it's, I want my equal rights. Nah, you can't have it. That gangbanging don't have pity on that. You know, pull triggers faster for sure. So that's what I gotta say, bro. Like, if you're playing with fire and you get burnt, you can't cry about it. That one thing I'm gonna say, in my past, I the most disrespectful people were females. Now, there's some females that came on one of my comments talking about, yeah, you know, and this is the crazy part of females talking like a dude, like, yeah, I got shot, I took it for the hood. Like that just is mind blowing to me, bro. You're proud to get shot as a female. You're proud to have that same rep as a male. So when you got shot, and you got shot, like that's what comes with territory. There's no reason to cry. You just literally take that as well, how men take it. Yeah, we got shot. We lived another day. It's all good. We took bullets. We live another day. You can't cry and be like, oh, them fools was beating up females. And what was the females doing? Were they gang banging on the fools that put hands on them? Because in that sense, bro, you might have deserved it for acting like a man, a gangbanger, acting like an active gangbanger. See, there's no pity when it comes to the streets. You don't get that right to say, oh, I'm a lady. You're not a lady. You're playing a man's game. Gangbanging is that's what it is, cutthroat. If they don't care about kids, they don't care about knocking off kids nowadays. You think as a woman, they're going to care that you're a woman? Stay out of gangbanging. Don't be in that circumference. Don't be around gangbangers, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that treatment of a gangbanger. And there's not going to be no pity. I don't have pity on female gangbangers. That shit looks stupid, homie. That shit looks dumb. And I had cousins and females that gangbanged in my life. And I really just look back on it. Wish I would have kept them away from it, because that life, it just bring out a whole different side. Even my sisters and female cousins, to this day, they got sometimes the demeanor of still that gangbanging. It's not a good look for a female to be out there trying to troop like a dude. If you act like a female and you act like a real woman, you deserve respect. You deserve to be protected. Nobody should put their hands on a real woman. But that comes with being a real woman. That comes with actually being a real woman and take care of your woman responsibilities. But when you step out that line of being a woman and you want to be a ratchet and you want to be a groupie of gangs and you want to be out there acting like a dude, you don't get that treatment no more, bro. You don't get that treatment no more. That's just the reality. You deserve whatever comes with that gangbanging territory. That's just that's the truth. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect people to have pity on you because you got punched up by some fool from an opposite hood. That fool over there, all he knows, and he like kind of accumulates the whole thing is that's the enemies, bro. That's the enemy. That's some enemies. That's some females from the enemy's hood. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. What's good with it, man? Mall High salute. What's cracking? Yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to clarify that. I had a whole conversation with somebody that basically was mad at some gangbangers that put hands on some females that were gangbangers also. And they got the domino effect of gang banging. That's what happens in gang banging. Gang banging that's the territory. You have to literally take that with stride and just say, I got some war wounds. I got packed out by some dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, ran into Hey Love. What's up with it, man? I remember GKI females were really about the G. Always saying, Jay, what up, Jay? Then them NSM girls were always like, what's up, Nuz? I mean, they're the one, bro. I'll tell you what. And this is the thing, is a lot of neighborhoods, bro, a lot of fools die behind the hands of women, bro, and females in these hoods. And I can't even say women, these female gangbangers, they die from the hands of these female gangbangers, because these female gangbangers, they will do anything to feel validated from the gang, that they will set up their baby's dads. They will set up somebody they talk to. And I mean, set up, jacked, murdered. They will set up their own family for the gang. So why do people think that they should have pity because they got a vagina? Nah, bro, you acting like you have a penis at that point. When you doing that, you acting like you got a long dick, bro. Excuse my language, but you act like you got testosterone and you're alpha. So now if a real alpha comes in and does you kind of dirty, you got to take that with stride, because you wasn't acting like no lady. And like I said, don't get me wrong, females and queens and real women, yes, you should never put your hands on a real woman. a woman that is about being a real woman. But if you're a little girl and you're playing ratchet games and you want to be from the hood, it's so terrible, homie. I know women and females, what you call them females, that they love for the dude that they're with to get this fast money, be in the game, shootouts. You know what I'm saying? I knew this. I know a couple of females that love their dude to be out there jumping fools, and they were hot girls, homie. Hot girls. And they love that shit. Ah, my dude's, he's an OG from this hood. Like that shit is this crazy. And then you got like my wife. She wants me to do so good, bro. Like she pushes life into me. Like my wife will talk and speak life into me. Like you're better than that. You know what I'm saying? You're going down the right road. Like continue to do what you're doing. I love you. You get that 9 to 5 work. Let's get this money. And then you got women that are tell, if you ain't hustling and you're not a D-boy, you ain't a real man. That's the difference. That's the difference. A female that speaks death into a person, because when you want the dude to be out there slanging drugs because the money's coming in, you're speaking death, because that should only last for so long. That should only last for so long. Eventually, you're going to get cracked, and then you're going to be in the penitentiary. You know what them females are going to do? They're going to leave you in a matter of months for the next fool that's pushing dope. But a real woman, a real queen, is going to push life into you, bruh. It's going to push that life into you and say, hey, you're actually destined for greatness, you know? So that's what I got to say, man. I hope everybody's blessed on the Saturday. Mile High Salute. There was another thing I wanted to talk about too. I don't know if I should talk about it on this live. I'll do another live. What's good with y'all on this Saturday, man? What you guys got going on, man? We chilling. I got out the gym. I'm feeling good. Mile High Salute to the chat. Mile High Salute to all you guys, you know. But yeah, that's what it is, man. You can't cry over you this. Remember, do you remember the saying, my people? It said, you make your bed, you gotta lay in that bed. You make your bed, you gotta lay in that bed. That's the bed you created, so you gotta lay in that bed. Everything in life has a domino effect. Every single thing in life that you do has a domino effect. If you're out there putting bad energy into life, you're going to get bad energy back to you. If you're out there being productive in life, you're going to get productiveness. If you're out there pushing for success, you're going to actually get success. So you get what you put out there, the energy. And it goes back to what I was saying. If you're a female out there trying to be tough and trying to gangbang and all that, bro, you are going to get the wrath of gangbanging. And what that like, see, now that's what I'm going to say. That's why you can't separate the aspect, because this, bro, men, we know what comes with that aspect. We know the violent aspect of gangbanging. Females, they jump into something because it's like they jump into the gang life because it's so exciting and stuff. They don't really know the consequences. And then when the consequences come, now it's, I got beat by this dude. He's a coward. That's just gangbanging. It's an alpha life. It's an alpha way of life. It's very, very cutthroat, you know? So welcome to a gangbanger's life, bro. Welcome to what they deal with. It's straight violence and just every ounce of just activeness, just to be real, you know? It's wild, bro. I see society, homie, and everybody's trying to be what they're not created for. Everybody's out here, fools are trying to be in this sports, and everybody's trying to accumulate all this thing together. You know, it's wild, homie. It's wild. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I thought I covered that, bro, because I got a couple comments on my videos talking about that, you know. I got a couple videos talking about that. And I was just like, what's the whole thing that led up to this? Were they going crazy? Were they disrespecting some gangbangers and they got beat up? Were they out there You know what I'm saying? Putting their self out there to be active, and then they got caught slipping and then got beat up by some gangbangers. Who knows? But that's what it kind of sounds like, you know. And it all intertwined with the video I seen, bro. It all intertwined with the video I seen. This young dude was caught slipping in the hood, and the first people you see on there kicking this dude was female gangbangers from that neighborhood. That was the first people you seen in the video kicking the dude, you know? But that's what it is. So we can talk about this too. One more thing, and then I'm gonna actually end the live because I gotta go get ready for this thing. So everybody asked me about this, and I know this is gonna be a touchy topic. Lefty Gunplay. You guys know who Lefty Gunplay is from California? So Lefty Gunplay's from a neighborhood. He's a Southerner. He's a Sureño, right? And he's an active Sureño. Prison stays, the county stays. And when he got out, so before he got out of the county, he was already messing with Jap 5. And, you know, in California, they're going to say he was already messing with the blacks, right? And they were, you know, in the county, it's very racial, especially when you come from West Coast politics, very racial between black folks and Mexicanos, right? And in the county, it's 10 times more racial because in California, just real shit, the Mexicans, a lot of Mexican hoods and a lot of black hoods beef with each other. A lot of Sureños and a lot of Crips, they beef with each other. A lot of 18th Streets beef with Bloods. So there's a lot of black and Mexican hoods that be tripping with each other. A lot of history from both sides, right? They got a bad taste for each other. It's not like Northern Cali. We're talking about Los Angeles where the hoods have beefed. But don't get me wrong, there's Mexican hoods and black hoods that get along, right? They live in the same area and they don't have no tensions at all. But there's a lot of racial tensions out there in California, right? And Lefty Gunplay, you know, he goes against the grain, really. What's not expected out there, and he starts messing with, you know, music. He does music and stuff, right? And he gets out and he starts, you know, going, and a lot of Sureños was pissed at this. A lot of SA fools was mad at Lefty Gunplay because he was messing with black fools, right? But Lefty Gunplay basically said, I don't care. I don't have no racial aspect against black fools. He went on, you know what I'm saying, the podcast with, you know, Terrell and all them AD. And they showed that fool major love, right? Knowing that Lefty Gunplay just was kind of like, I'm going to go against the grain and I'm not even going to focus in on the racial tensions. And they accepted him and he raps and stuff. Like he's blowing up, one of the more bigger SA rappers out of California, but he's traveling, right? And they asked him recently, hey, bro, what's your take on Lefty diss? I haven't really heard it, but I've heard that there's a diss. I just know there's some disrespectful shit going on, and it's crazy. So they asked him on this podcast if he would get mad if his daughter dated a black fool, right? So everybody's in an uproar, and this is why I didn't want to talk, because it brings the racial tensions in this aspect, right? And he said, how I grew up, we just don't. I want to date a black girl. That's what he said, and I wouldn't want my daughter coming home with a black dude. And the whole internet just blew up. The internet just went crazy, right? Now, I understand it to a sense, and then I never been on the racial tension, so I don't care who loves each other and who's dating. You know, in Denver, bro, it's not really like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. I have an understanding of his history, right? What they're breeded off of is different than what I'm breeded off of. Like, this is shit that's embedded in the family, generation and generation and generation. Like Mexican families in California, they hold their pride on, making their people strong, and that's honorable. That's very honorable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of the black fools that he was chilling with now, they're, you know what I'm saying, they're mad at it. They're saying he's, you know what I'm saying, racist. Now, this is the thing is, I never had an aspect like where I was mad at none of my female, you know what I'm saying, family members, they in black foods or whatever. But what I can say is, bro, is when the subject's always brought up, right? You got to respect each other's culture. Like, I seen people disrespect out of different senses. Like, we got this essay brought, or we got a snow bunny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have respect. Like, if you like who you like, but just don't put an attack on a whole culture, because I've seen that shit before from both sides. Like, yeah, we just, the essay girls, they do it the best. You know what I'm saying? They like this big black dick. Like, come on, bro. That's where, and you've seen it in the comment section, right? You've seen it in the comment section. A lot of fools started saying disrespectful shit towards the Mexican men, like Mexican men. And that's where it plays an aspect where it gets disrespectful. If you like who you like, don't try to use that to try to, you know what I'm saying, degrade a whole culture of Mexican men or this, but, and that's where he was coming from. So I understand it, cannot rap songs. He's a good freestyle, but when it comes to songs, he can't put a song together. Just watching the diss was crazy. Him going to his neighborhood. Now that's a black eye. That's a black eye on that whole hood right there. I don't know how he crept in that neighborhood and did a whole diss track. But like I said, man, they asked me what I thought about it. Like I said, to me, I know the culture. Like, they're brought up with the culture of Spanish families being together. So you can't knock that dude. You can't knock that dude for, you know what I'm saying, staying true to how he grew up. You can't knock that. You can't get mad at that aspect. And a lot of people just started disrespecting that fool, like he's a racist and this and that. And he's, you know what I'm saying, he's using the rap, he's using our culture to do this and this. One thing about Lefty Gunplay is, even with the N-word, he went at Mexican rappers and said, you should never use the N-word. You should never use the N-word. It's not in our culture. So he's embedded in that Rasa. He's embedded in that Mexican culture. So he stepped out of his comfort zone to do what he was doing and try to build relationships. You can't just be like, hey, bro, you're wrong for that, homie. You're a racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the dudes that they were all kicking with. I'm pretty sure Bands is first north, go down south and do something like that. Now, let me ask you a question on that. And see, and this is why I don't get into them conversation with the racial aspect, because everybody sees stuff different. I know for myself, I don't have no racial. I don't look at racial things, bro. If you a real rider, you a real rider. If you treat my female family members good, if you treat my female family members respect and all that, I don't have a problem. But I've noticed this is it starts turning into disrespecting the men of that culture. Like, first thing Foos is always saying, bro, your women like big black cock or whatever, or yeah, bro, get you an essay. They shut up. They're fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're passive aggressive. You can get them to do whatever. Like, that's disrespectful, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't disrespect nobody. So, you got to just learn how to not be disrespectful to other people, That's why I be fighting every week when locked up around with the blacks in the 90s, Hispanic facility. Like, and that's the thing is, bro, like, if you like who you like, homie, that shouldn't be a problem. If you like who you like, that shouldn't be a problem. But I done had people that even like with me, a closest fool that was supposed to be close. He started telling me when I was locked up about, my female, once she gets a taste of black penis, you know what I'm saying? She'll fall in love with the black. I'm like, bro, where did this come from? Like, why you got to turn it into that shit? Like, what the hell, bro? Like, chill out, relax. It's not even that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the why? What, you know what I'm saying? What are you saying? Do you want to fight or something? I don't know what the hell. But yeah, bro, like, love who you love, be with who you be with. Just don't try to disrespect a whole fucking group of people, bro. It's just wild. I mean, but I'm pretty sure, man, is the first North. Let me see. I think Lefty was just trying to say he wants to keep his blood racial. And that's the thing is like we like gente, right? Spanish people, Mexicanos. If you go deep into like that's the thing. If you go deep into the culture, it's all about family, bro. We're brought up about family, right? Everybody, like even the Hispanics, not even just Mexicans, like Hispanics, Chicanos, we're all brought. It's our family. Like we are embedded with family. Like, that's just how the Raza is, Mexicans, and that just even me when I bang Crip and all that, it was all about our family. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's installed years. That's why, like, when you go to Mexican communities, they take care of like the family, bro. Even like the corn lady, like them fools will protect their neighborhoods and stuff because it's all about family. So that's something that's embedded. You can't just get mad at somebody for sticking to them roots when that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know. And this is another thing too is, and this is another thing, and I have to say this, a lot of like I seen it with white girls and Mexican girls. I seen it with white girls and Mexican girls. When they start dating into the hoods, they start acting like something they're not. You'll start seeing them have this accent and what's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? I seen it, bro. They start turning into something that they think they are now. And then they'll disrespect their brothers or they'll disrespect their families because they're trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? So that shit it's mind blowing, bro. He's just young. He's just young too, man. He's just young, to be honest. Not sticking up for him, but just my opinion. While growing up, I didn't have family, just the Crips. Nah, and my family, and like me, bro, my family, majority of my family is Crips. So I get what you're saying. Definitely. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? 100%. It's always going to be racial when locked up. The culture will never change. Crips Hoovers is the fam. I just don't go around crash dummy no more. Nah, and and I'm just trying to elaborate on it, bro, because a lot of fools got mad, and I'm trying to see it from both points. I understand Lefty's mindset on it. I understand where he's coming from it 100%. And he has a lot of history with the tensions with the neighborhoods, the gangs that, you know what I'm saying? They beef with a lot of black hoods out there, bro. So it's not really that's not a surprise. And I think it goes both ways too, bro. I think it goes both ways. Check this out. I think it goes both ways. If you have a light-skinned black female, right, that's considered a 10, right? And she's caramel and she's, you know what I'm saying? She's considered a 10. And she decides to date a Paisa, right? Or a Mexican or Chicano. You're gonna have a lot of people that are against that shit. They're gonna be like, why you dating that taco, fool? Why you going outside of your race today? And she's what you considered a sexy black female, like Lauren London, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have a lot of fools that come against that and say, why you dating them Mexican fools? You traded on your race. So it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just People will argue about everything, bro. You know, and I done seen it because I had the homie Mexican Mike. He got nothing but black babies' moms, and a lot of fools don't like that shit. All his babies' moms are black. They're not going for that shit. His homies be like, they be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it goes both. I think it goes both aspects. I think everybody will feel some type of way at one point, unless you just can overcome that and you're not tripping on it. And there's not a lot of people that don't trip on it because racial things is a big thing in this life. I still don't like him. Um, he arrogant, but at the same time, he gotta hold his own in the game he's in. I'm not, what I'm Raider Joe, bro. I'm making a, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm trying to paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody that just is a 10 in the black community or whatever, and she dating a white dude, and she's considered a beautiful black lady, and she's dating a white dude or a Mexican, you're gonna have a gang of people that just gonna hate that shit. They're gonna call her a race traitor. They're gonna be mad at that. They're gonna be mad at it. That's just the bottom line. Because a lot of people are focusing on the racial aspect. You know what I'm saying? So I really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, and I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. He's very arrogant. But at the same time, if you look at his upbringing, right? If you look at his upbringing, he didn't have nothing. So he's barely touching money for the first time. And he's a youngster, bro. We got to put it in perspective. He's a youngster that finally got some money and he's going buck wild, bro. He's doing what any youngster would do and he's going buck wild. You know what I'm saying? It comes off arrogant. But that's what a lot of rappers do that. A lot of rappers get money and you start seeing them be hella arrogant. But I honestly say this, bro. If you seen a real racist person, you know a real racist person. A real racist person is gonna tell you, I don't mess with you because your skin color. Now there's separatists, definitely. There's a thing called separatist, you know what I'm saying? And then there's racist, you know, and people will say they're both racist. You know, but a real racist won't even take food from another race. If they were starving, a real racist ain't gonna even take food from another race. You know, and then you got people that, you know, because of like, and that's the thing. If you know, you got aspect of people being proud of their ethnic groups. And that to other people might come off racist, but I don't know how you can take that as racist. Like people are proud to be who they are, you know. Some people are. I even caused tension when I called out some fighting on bounty hunter in the group trying to test me. Nah, but you know that's what I had. That's what I just had to say. I had to speak on that because a couple people asked me about that. You know, a couple people asked me, and I'm gonna give. I'm not like me. I'm gonna give you it 100, bro. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for anybody. I'm gonna give you it 100 all the way how I see it. You know, and a lot of people they might not feel that, but I have to speak the truth on different things, bro. I have to speak the truth on different things. I mean, I feel you. I feel where you're coming, bro. And me and you will talk. Me and you will talk. You know what I'm saying? Over. But my point is, and not to get off subject, is that every race will feel some type of way. Every race is going to feel some type of way, unless you can actually put the blockers on and get away from that. But every race is going to feel some type of race. You know, for Lefty Gunplay to say that is not saying he's not racist whatsoever. Because if he was a real racist, he wouldn't even mess with any black fools. He wouldn't break bread with them fools. If he was a real racist, he would stick to the culture of how the essays are and say, hey, I don't mess with blacks. That's a real racist for you. But he put down his morals and values to go out of his comfort zone to actually mess with potential enemies from different neighborhoods. He went out of his way to mess with fools that he wouldn't normally. He went against the grain. That put a target on his back because there is, you know what's crazy? And people don't see it like this. There's essays that really don't like lefty gunplay for doing that. Damn, where Hey, just imagine the Milk 71 said that shit, he would definitely be labeled as a racist. He put a target on his back, bro, with his own people. There's nothing racist about lefty gunplay at all. And I don't even like, to be honest, bro, I don't even really like his music. I don't like his music. I'm not a lefty gunplay fan whatsoever. You know, I know race. I've been to prison and been around real racist people, you know? So I know what real racists look like. I've been on yards where, you know, it's straight KKK, like fools that follow them rules, KKK. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes right there, they really just don't like anybody but their own race. They really don't like anybody but their own race. And those are real racists. Now you have separatists that want to keep the separatists. Definitely, they have a pride for their culture and they want to keep the bloodline pure for sure. But that, to me, that don't have nothing to do with being racist either. You know, the crazy part is we don't even have that much South Side out here. More Northerners. Yeah, Colorado's always been like that, man. Colorado's always been like that. You know, it's always been like that. More north atmosphere, more north, a lot of things, you know. Not too much South Side, you know. Hey, just imagine if Milk 74 said that shit. He would definitely be labeled a racist. But this is the thing is Milk 74, you know, Milk 74 has went all the way with, you know, adapting the black culture. You know, he's went all the way with it, accepting the black culture. Milk 74 don't even like white people, bro. He don't even like white people at all. You know, he's disowned the white community to be who he is. He was raised by a black family, but he's went out of his way to say, hey, I don't like really white people, you know. Me, I dated white, Mexican, Asian, and of course my own, but I wanted a black kid to keep the bloodline. See, and there's no problem with that at all, my homie Millie. There's no problem with that. You know, for me, I try to be on the aspect of just being on, seeing this from both sides. Like me, I don't have a problem. I got a sister and my niece is a mixed breed. My niece is, you know, she's black and Mexican. I don't have a problem. I got relatives that, you know what I'm saying, that their baby's dads are black. And I even have relatives that their baby's moms are black. I don't have a problem. What I have a problem is when you do it for ulterior motives, is to get at other ethnic groups, just to say, I slept with a Mexican girl. Just to try to cause some tension. Yeah. I know some black fools that said, I don't mess with Mexican foods. F the Mexican foods. I don't even like them foods, but I love me an SA girl because they're submissive. Now, to me, bro, that is hella disrespect. You don't mess with me because I'm Chicano, but you mess with my women. You mess with the women of the Chicanos just to like what? Throw a shot? That's disrespectful, bro. you know? So it's just like, it's crazy, bro. Um, that's what the Hispanics said about me, that I betrayed the culture by running with the blacks. I mean, they said that about. I mean, you know me. I'm a loke, bro, and I'm not gonna like. I'm not an essay fool. In the prison, you think I went? You think I was gonna go to prison writing with the essays when I don't know nothing about essays whatsoever? My whole life it was cripping. I don't know about essays. You think I'm gonna go to prison and join a essay gang? Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna stick to what I know. So yeah, they actually called me a race traitor. I had a target on my back because of it, but I didn't gang bang and crip for acceptance of everybody. When I was on the streets, it was me and mine. Like that's the bottom line, you know. Um, I know a lot of fools that went to DOC that used to be gang bangers from other hoods and go to prison and they click up with stuff they don't even know. And then they'll try to point the finger at somebody like me and say, "Hey, you did it wrong, homie. You want to be black fool? Like, come on, bro. How do you get that? How do you get that? Because how do you get that from somebody being from politics and riding true to their politics? How do you get that, homie? Like, I got love for everybody. It doesn't matter anything, bro. I don't. It doesn't even matter what skin color you are. We're all people, homie. That's how I see it. We're all people. People focus on them little designs in my hair and say, "Hey, you got the black. What are you doing the black? Why are you doing a black haircut?" People be tripping, bro. Who says and others who want the Baskin Robbins 31 flavors. For real, bro. Grew up in Denver, but the first time I got called AN, I was in Cali. And that's they do beyond that shit, bro. They do beyond that. I don't, and this is one thing I didn't understand, and maybe it's because both of the aspects of gangs are predominantly black and Mexicanos. Black and Mexicanos, we all go through poverty, homie. We all do. We all do. We all go through poverty. Like, to be honest, there's a lot of similar things because we're all stuck in this melting pot of poverty. You know, I don't understand why that would ever be an aspect where fools be beefing with each other. You know, I could never understand that. Like, we're all stuck in poverty. We're not liked by we're not liked by society. You know what I'm saying? So I never understood why we be fighting with each other and going to war with each other. But it's like that's how it is, bro. Everybody wants to be at war. So when, you know, that's just the bottom line, bro. Um, what's messed up is people that are going to take what he said as racist are going to think that about all Mexicans. What they don't know is Rasa from Sac to the Bay is united with the blacks, black and brown. Yeah, yeah, and that's a crazy aspect too, my homie. Is that and there was some comments that were made about northern Mexicans that that they're actually, from the southern Mexicans, that them fools want to be black. They adapted the black culture. That's what the southerners in the southern California says about northerners, that they're wannabe blacks. Bro, not everybody grew up in the Rasa and the essays, fool. Not everybody. Like, being from the projects, you adapt to the project living. A lot of them northerners, bro, they just adapted to. There was no essays over there. To the essay influence was not even in northern Cali. It was all project living and whatever they do in northern, the hyphy movement. So how can you even knock them fools for doing what they do? That just don't make no sense to me. It's like, I understand it completely because I'm from East Side Denver, where the predominantly project living, a big African American community in the East Side, and certain a handful of Mexican families, of course. but we didn't have the influence of essays. And bro, we didn't even know what an essay was until we started watching American Me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we didn't know what that was not something that we seen. And to us, and no disrespect, we didn't really think that style was cool, homie. That style was kind of weird to us. Well, Holmes, and no disrespect, because they got their style. They got their style. But that wasn't like who got the wire cutters, fool. Fucker, my name is Joker. That's little Joker. That's little shoelace, big shoelace. Check in, homie, with the hainas and the rasa. Like I just that was not my stilo, bro. I used to be like, that's kind of interesting, bro. And I know people might take that disrespectful, but we didn't see that in the East Side, bro. We seen Project Living. We seen fools braided down. Like, bro, we didn't see that shit, you know? So you can't blame us. You can't blame the Northerners. But now a lot of Southerners are doing the same style. Um, what's funny, you got Black, North, and Sudanos. Yeah, you do. Definitely. It was a trip doing time in Northern Cali because it's totally opposite of the South. Definitely, homie. I've been called a yeah, definitely. It's a whole different thing. But now to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of Southerners, Southern gangs from California got that stilo now. They got that stilo. They got that if factor to, you know what I'm saying? That swag. So they were saying Northerners, right? They were saying Northerners acted black, but now that it's switched, there's people saying that some of the Southerners are acting like Northerners now. I don't know, man. It's just wild. It's crazy. There's a black and brown movement that's been going on in the Bay for over a decade now. Yeah, not for real. It's always been like that, man. To be honest, homie. Yeah, now the youngins from South are saying the N word, and that tripped me out too. That tripped me out too. Is like that was something that a lot of like old school essay fools held pride on. You don't say that word, you know. You don't say that word. That's not something that you say. But a lot of Southerner gangs say that now, bro. It's like mind blowing to me because it's mind blowing to me because when I was growing up, bro, that was the norm for everybody in my projects. Everybody just had everybody. That was the East Side way people talked. Yes, I've been to prison. I've seen different people and what what the views are on it. Um, for me, I took it out of my vocabulary because to me it just sounds like for anybody just to go around and just say words like that. It just kind of sounds like ratchet to me, bro. Like I can't go into a business and try to get a job with that type of language. That's why you don't hear me saying like how I used to say, "What's up, cuz?" all the time, "Cuz this and cuz that," and "What's up, loke?" You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even talk like that no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but the essay fools, they used to trip off of that all the way around, and it was like interesting because they didn't like that. They didn't like that whatsoever. And now you got essay fools that just say it more than anybody. I grew up in the bows. I say, that's what's up, Roddy. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I got homies that still say it. I got homies that still talk like that. I got homies like that talk like that. But you're not gonna catch me, because that's just not. It's just not something that I mean, I'm 38 years old, bro. Like, what do I look like trying to talk like a youngster? Like, that's what the youngins are doing, bro. The youngsters, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be real with you. I've been to a yard where the more science fools, the Muslims, they were tripping on the young black fools for saying that. So to see them fools tripping on their own and how they felt, it made me kind of think about that a little different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like in prison, not a lot of even black fools even say the N word on the yard. Like I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me think about it different. Now, to each his own. People are gonna do whatever they're doing. I'm not knocking for it, knocking it. Um, Time I gotta stop though. I'm not knocking nobody for how they talk. Whatever you do, whatever you do. If you feel like you're gonna stand on them convictions and you'll fight over everything, do what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gonna do. And one thing I'm gonna say like this, I was kind of like these little youngsters. You ain't gonna tell me not to say what I say. And I would just do it blatantly to disrespect fools that had a problem with it when I were younger because I was willing to stand on them convictions. You know, I knew what came with it, but for some reason with Savage, bro, like people never just nobody ever pressed that line to say, don't be saying that around me. The only ones that ever pressed that line was my older Mexican uncles. Don't be, bro, you shouldn't be talking. And then, it would turn into something else like that. But, like I said, and people can contest to this. I got my little baby homie from the turf. He's a black homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I got young homies that are black. So, it's like I never was a part of the racial tension, homie. I never felt the racial tensions from no one. It was just Crip. It was Crip. You could be a black Crip, Mexican Crip. You could be even a white Crip. I'll embrace you if you was really on that revolution, pressing them politics. If you really push for them politics, I was gonna open arms and say, yeah, we on this revolution together. Hey, what up, Mall High Minute? What's cracking with you, bro? You know what it is. Let's go. The problem is history has been told the wrong way, so shit got confused, and people think it's cool when it's not. One thing that irritates me hella, and no disrespect to the Miami fools, bro, but them fools, bro, I don't know where they picked up a lot of them fools, like the Island Boys and 1090 Jake and all them fools, bro. That's like that's embedded in them so much, and it's such a bad look, bro. Like, bro, you are trying to emulate. Now, when you think of somebody really trying to, culture vote, look at that. Look at how the Miami fools, a lot of them fools act, bro. And that's kind of like culture voting. Like they don't belong to, they don't even, it's not even a thing that they should even be picking up, to be honest. The problem is that's called maturity. You recognize it was for a change involved. Yeah, I had to, bro, because I already have this demeanor. Too, bro. I'm tatted down, big. Like I have an attitude at times. There's already always attention on me. And if I'm trying to get a job and I'm trying to go and be something, I can't just be talking like that and going into public places and talking like that, bro. That shit is not attractive. And as a 39-year-old dude that's about to be 40, I'm not trying to be that youngster no more. I'm not trying to talk. I'm not trying to be like that, bro. I'm trying to change my vocabulary. I'm trying to do everything in my possibility to reach success. It has to be respect for each culture and history. Mile high salute to that, bro. Mile high salute to that, definitely. You same here, homie. Me being mixed, I never looked at color. Yeah, it would be weird for some people, bro. Like my family is all mix of shades. My family's all mix of shades, bro. I got dark family members. I got white that look güero. We look güero because of Spaniards, because of the Spanish in us. We got Mexicans that are like Mexicano from Mexico. We got mixed breeds where you got different, you know what I'm saying, different shades of black folks. And then you got dark black folks that are in our family. I could never, ever in my wildest dreams be racist, bro. That's not even, that couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never focused on that. I always got along with more black kids because my own Rasa said I was too white. And the white kids treated me like I was. So basically, you got the racial tension, my homie Joe. Same with me. You know what I'm saying? Look at I look weto. Some folks think I'm a white boy. Some people think I'm a white boy, bro. They be like, you look like you could roll with the brothers. One thing why I mess with the community right here, bro, is because we're all just talking. There ain't nobody getting offended. Everybody's just talking. Everybody's telling, their points of views. You know, that's why I mess with it, because it's none but riders, bro. None but riders in here, everybody can chop it up. Let me see what mama just hit me up. We're gonna be going here soon. Let's see what she said.
Hey, son, it's me. So the event is going to take place at Argo Park. We can Google it. I don't know the direct address. She just on the on her message on Messenger, she just said it's going to be at Argo Park at 2 o'clock. So I'll see you guys around that time. I'm glad you're not going to stay that late because I want to come back.
Yeah. Um, I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes, but I got to start getting ready, people. I never seen real racism till getting locked up. So, like, I think Texas is a little different too. A lot of they're not really like on racial aspect out there in Texas, bro. They're like kind of different. They're like a lot of different people mess with each other in Texas. I've like kind of understood that. Um, Even now, I mean, nah, I mean, yeah, there's not really racial tensions in Denver a lot. There's not really racial tensions. A lot of people mess with each other. Um, you know, a lot of people mess with each other. Now, old school, I know the old school fools, like growing up in Denver, like old school Denver fools, a lot of racial tensions, definitely. Like I know some old school Mexican fools from the east side of Denver that just they were stuck in their ways from the 90s and 80s. um but when you hit California, especially Los Angeles and Southern, bro, it's a lot of personal wars between the hoods, and then racial wars, definitely they really are on that in Los Angeles. That's why when I seen Lefty and he went out of his way, I was like, that's kind of dope, homie. Because he's not walking the line of what them fools are telling him to walk. He's not letting them fools dictate what he does. It's mainly Mexican Mafia, MS-13s, Tango Blast, and Texas syndicates down here in Texas. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of Texas syndicates. It's crazy, bro. I did a story about fighting one of the Texas syndicates. The Texas fools were on my helmet, bro. They did not like that story. Um, what up, Big Elite? What's cracking with you, bro? Mile High salute. Hope you good. Um, they didn't like that story, my boy NFZ. Go check out that story. Got in a big ass fight with a Texas syndicate fool out here in Colorado. Um, but yeah, nah, it's cool, man. Mile High salute. I'm gonna tap out, get ready for this little function. I hope everybody's blessed on this Saturday, you know. And yeah, so since I have a couple people in here, I'm changing up. I'm gonna change up some of the format on here. I know a lot of people ask for requested videos, but um, some people ruined it for me to do rundowns of smaller neighborhoods. Like a lot of people are starting to, you know, flood in with a lot of hateful messages, like don't be talking about our hood. So I'm gonna kind of take a step back from talking about like littler hoods out here. No, and like I said, there's riders from every hood, but they've kind of like took the fun out of it from me. So if it's not pertain to like bigger neighborhoods out here, and it's not, you don't really have that aspect of like the main outlook of hoods out here, I'm not really going to be talking about little crews no more, and little hoods that nobody really recognizes. I'm kind of done with that, bro, because it's just like too many people get triggered over the smallest things. So, you know, I'm kind of done with that. So recommended videos are going to be coming very selective, you know, and that's kind of the change. And then, I'm gonna start doing more lives. Definitely. Is it a video or live? I'll tag you in. I'll tag you into the video, bro, when I get off of this. Um, Over the last couple months, bro, you don't even people don't even understand how many messages I've got from people where people are talking reckless. And this is the thing is, bro, I ignore half of the shit. I ignore half of everything. I ignore it. But it's just like, damn, bro, like people really just went out their way to tell me how they didn't agree with the video. Um, so I'm like, you know what? Okay. No more free promotion for, your smaller hood, bro. I was trying to do something nice and promote the whole Denver metro. I was trying to be the individual that puts a light on all the hoods, even the hoods that are not even looked at as real hoods, and give some love, But you always got somebody that wants to tell you about this is what it really is, bro. And you said that wrong. I'm like, damn, homie, you're looking at the wrong things, bro. You're looking at too much of the wrong things. And that's exactly why nobody from across the town knows who you are, because you want to stay secluded to where you are and you don't want nobody to know about your sector. So stay secluded and do what you gonna do, man, in your little sector. So, you know, last thing you see shot. Damn, bro. Damn, that's crazy. See? That's crazy, bro. So yeah, we gonna switch that up, bro. I'm gonna start doing more reaction on music again, you know. But when I was doing hey, when I was doing the reaction on music too, you had rappers that were pissed that I did a reaction on their video. So you're never gonna make everybody happy, homie. You're never gonna make everybody happy, anybody happy. There's always gonna be somebody that gets pissed at what you say, and that's what YouTube is. It's a lot of people that are mad at life. A lot of people just go around and they get pissed at what you say, man. So, but all right, Rodis, you know what it is. And to the next one, man. All high salute. Have a good day, guys. 100.